Hi, this is Nick. And as you prepare to relax, unwind, and immerse yourself in a night of deeply refreshing sleep, you are listening to the sound of my voice here, against the calming, rhythmical patter of persistent rain and the sound of a distant thunderstorm. I have written and recorded this self-hypnosis and guided meditation to help you take full ownership of your journey into relaxation this evening by accessing and leveraging your own powerful, calming inner resources to swiftly set aside any troublesome anxieties, thoughts, or feelings so that you can smoothly transition to that night of replenishing rest you need with a clear, quiet, peaceful, and positive mind. The kind of tranquil state that enables both your conscious and subconscious to more rationally appraise the days that have passed and to more realistically forecast the days that are to come. To set in motion overnight all of those intuitive and instinctive inner programs and processes that work away to overcome obstacles and search for solutions and opportunities, always with your best interests at heart. As you give yourself any and all permissions needed now to just unwind, release, and let go. And as you allow all of the busy strands of the previous days and weeks to loosen, unravel, and untangle, take a few moments now to find your most comfortable and pleasing resting position. And while I don't know exactly what your optimum state of relaxation looks like, you might find that sense of serenity comes just a little more promptly, a little more easily, and a little more smoothly when you give yourself plenty of space, all of that freedom and room you need to spread out into your most naturally extended orientation. All tensions, stresses and strains beginning to melt away as you draw your attention to your breathing, to the gentle rising and falling of your chest, that natural tumbling and heaving motion that can be so rhythmical and so metronomic and so soothing and so calming. Your shallow in-breaths, drawing life-giving energy into your body in the same way that an incoming ocean wave breaks against the shore. And your long, deep out-breaths, expelling your unsettling and unwanted thoughts, feelings, and emotions, like that weakened and depleted wave, returning back out to sea. Again and again. And some say that hypnosis is a heightened state of relaxation. And some say that hypnosis is a heightened state of focus. And whether it's focus or relaxation, or even focused relaxation, it is reassuring to know that this journey into trance is yours, and yours alone to make. Because all you need to do to transition into this pleasing and enlightening state is to open your mind, focus on your breathing, follow my voice, and simply respond and react to my soothing words in whichever way you choose. For how quickly and how deeply you enter hypnosis over the coming while really is entirely up to you. You can immerse yourself in healing, tranquil trance now, or you can luxuriate in the experience of descending into your inner self for a little while longer, enjoying and reveling in the process of allowing your mind, little by little and stage by stage, to slowly detach from the outside world and to playfully roam free. And if you so desire, you can bring all of the household sounds around you into your hypnotic experience. Or you can send sounds like the distant hum of traffic, the happy chirping and tweeting of the birds outside, the background buzz of a nearby conversation, far into the distance, as you turn the dial down on any external stimuli and divert your focus inwards. And of course, you can choose to listen along intently and consciously, or you can just allow my soothing words to gently wash over you, paying no particular attention to their direction or meaning, simply relying on the keen ear of your subconscious to pay attention. As you allow your mind to freely drift and meander amid those undefined and unexplored areas of your inner self that so artfully and so pleasingly bridge the gap between your waking consciousness and your beautiful deep rest. Because there is no better feeling, is there not, than the descent into those delightfully lucid and dreamy moments, travelling through that fleeting state where you're not quite asleep, but not quite awake. That crossroads where rational conscious thought intersects with the surreal, deeper workings of your inner mind. And with each passing breath you take, you slide deeper and deeper into your finest rest. Because this is your time now. Your time to leave all unsettling feelings and anxieties behind you. As you slip away from the outside world and into your welcoming and nurturing inner fold. A place that always provides comfort, hope, belief, unconditional acceptance, and unlimited confidence. As you begin to embrace all of those soothing sensations that arise when you discard doubts, fears and insecurities, and instead focus on your own personal healing relaxation. And I don't know whether that sense of replenishment and rejuvenation first comes from the unwinding of your body, or whether it comes from the calming and quietening of your mind. But of course it really doesn't matter whether you begin this personal odyssey by allowing those physical tensions to ease away, or whether you initiate your deep relaxation by allowing those distracting and bothersome thoughts to just dissolve and fade, or even by allowing your tired eyes to slowly close if they haven't already done so. Remembering that again, you can go ahead and close those eyes now, or you can close them when those heavy lids just cannot remain open any longer, no matter how hard you try. Because the moment you draw the curtains on the outside waking world and begin to retreat into those deep, calm and welcoming spaces inside, you set in motion all of those pleasing and automatic sleep sensations that start when your eyes softly close and all of the surrounding muscles begin to loosen and relax. And I wonder if you can feel those wonderfully calming sensations for yourself now, as all of that tightness in your face begins to just dissolve, like an ice cube melting in the heat of the midday sun. Its cold, rigid and angular edges softening. All of that replenishing warmth flowing downwards throughout your body, as though a healing golden gel is seeping into every tired or aching joint. Those soothing sensations spreading from your eyes across your face and forehead now. Your jaw dropping open slightly, releasing all of those tight tendons in your neck and shoulders. your whole body, limb by limb, muscle by muscle, and fibre by fibre, loosening and softening as any remaining tension just drains away. And as you begin to embrace this beautiful sense of calm tranquility, I'm curious to know what thought or vision or feeling comes immediately to mind when you picture yourself enjoying your deepest and most intense relaxation. What might that look like to you? Perhaps you're strolling through an English country garden on a clear, crisp spring day, stepping barefoot across rich, soft meadow grass, surrounded by beautiful flowers and centuries-old trees. The delightful scent of cherry blossom hanging in the air. The aromas of mint and rosemary and thyme wafting in from a distant herb garden. Or maybe you're sitting in your most comfortable armchair at the end of the day, undisturbed in a quiet, elegant room of your own decoration, as you listen with your eyes closed to your favourite piece of music, your deepest, most undisturbed calm, evoked by the clean notes of a piano or violin concerto, the elegant chords of a classical guitar, or the serene strings of a harp. Or perhaps you're laying there on your own private deserted beach, gazing out across a beautiful turquoise ocean, the deep orange hues of a distant setting sun reflecting in the mottled, rippling surface of the water. Soft and sculpting late afternoon rays streaming through the protective overhead canopy of a palm tree's sprawling leaves. Your arms by your sides, your hands nestling into the warm sand. And you can go ahead and grasp a handful of those grains now, holding them in your palm for just a short moment, and then letting them all go. Just allowing all of that sand to slip so easily through your fingers as you release any lingering negativity and anxiety. Noticing that more and more those conscious thoughts, and all conscious thinking in fact, beginning to disappear and dissolve now, as your mind quietens and moves away from the past and from the future towards this very moment, where you're living purely in the present, in between the tick and the tock of a second hand circling the face of an old rustic, antique grandfather clock. A clock that, although it has witnessed and marked the passage of time for years, decades and centuries even, still allows you to absorb this very moment of truth right now. Because when your mind is free from the emotional burden of looking backwards with regret and remorse, or forwards with fear and apprehension, it can just settle. And you can allow all of those thoughts to just flow away now, like that gentle outgoing tide, or to float away, like wispy white clouds drifting across a clear blue sky. And you can allow those thoughts to remain so distant now, so disassociated, as you allow anything superfluous to your most peaceful sleep, anything that is no longer productive, supportive or needed, to just pass on by. To wherever our discarded or unnoticed thoughts go. Because your thoughts are just like those outgoing waves and those passing clouds, constantly flowing and floating, drifting fleetingly and spontaneously across your consciousness. And sometimes you might come across thoughts that possess a particular kind of force, a stronger energy that somehow, for whatever reason, seem to clamour for your awareness, your acknowledgement, and your attention. And those persistent thoughts, whether good or bad, are like dandelion seeds drifting on the breeze, looking for a welcoming and receptive home, looking for a fertile soil in your conscious and subconscious mind, where they can take root and where they can be nurtured and watered with your attention. And so it makes such sense, does it not, to acknowledge and focus only on productive and pleasant thoughts. Thoughts that are a joy for you to cultivate and to nourish. Thoughts that will enrich and enhance your life with feelings of hope and positivity. And thoughts that will begin to search for and apply solutions to any challenges you may be facing, so that the garden of your mind can be full of vibrant, colourful plants, shrubs, flowers and trees, manicured beds of pink and red roses, purple violets, and bright yellow daffodils, orchids and tulips, free from ugly and unsightly weeds. And this process of tending your own inner garden is so incredibly therapeutic and so rewarding and purifying for your spirit. Because it's so powerfully relaxing and soothing to ease this magical sense of self-healing. This deep, deep healing into every single part inside of you. Freeing you from the shackles of negativity and self-doubt, and blessing you with clarity, focus and energy, as though your entire body is filled with a ball of light, a rich, glowing orb that emanates from within, healing you, calming you, replenishing you, and rejuvenating you, as well as encouraging and inspiring you. And you can allow that beautifully healing light to radiate outwards, so that you're enveloped and surrounded by a protective aura of positivity and self-confidence. And with every energizing and cleansing breath, your personal force field becomes more vibrant, more resilient, and more powerful. And so adept at absorbing or deflecting all of those former worries and concerns. Because your immersion into deep and restful sleep begins and ends with your breathing. And it's so pleasing and so assuring to know that you have this incredible inner healing resource to access and use whenever you wish. To bring you just a little more calm. To bring you just a little more composure. To bring you just a little more confidence. On your own terms, whenever you need it, just by making each exhalation just a little bit longer and a little bit deeper than each inhalation. And by making each cycle of breath just a little bit longer and a little bit deeper than the last. That's right. Breathing in through your nose now. Holding for as long as feels comfortable and for as long as feels right. And then breathing out. Taking your time to completely clear your lungs. Slowing that cycle right down. Finding your own perfect cadence or pattern. And focusing on all of the intricate details of your breathing that make this instinctive, life-giving process so unique to you. The gentle expansion of your ribs as the air flows in through your nose and down into your lungs. Noticing the speed, the texture, the sound, and maybe even the warmth of that refreshing air traveling into and out of your body. As you consider for a moment what it truly means to be able to take in a breath solely for your own personal calming and healing benefit. Because you are so relaxed now, so calm, and so safe. Your mind bringing a sense of awareness and control to your breathing. And your calm breathing, reassuring your mind that all is well, and that you are ready now to sleep. Ready to revisit all of those welcoming and nurturing inner havens that offer you so much peace, so much serenity, and so much calming, nurturing and healing comfort. And so as my voice will shortly begin to fade away, there's nothing for you to do now except rest and return to these comforting sensations of protective sleep every night. To succumb to the alluring call of your subconscious and to revel in all of this remarkable and rejuvenating rest. Knowing that when you do awake at some point in the coming while, you will do so feeling so refreshed and so replenished, so content and confident, and so ready to address and take on the challenges of the coming day. As you begin to soar among the skies now, or float so peacefully through the shining stars, or drift so smoothly across that still, tranquil lake. So until the next time, when we talk again, my tired companion, I wish you good night and the very best. May the power of positive change continue to enlighten you. With my very best regards, Nick.